the wonderful forest home of beautiful woodland creatures and wonderful huts and hippie child elves and lots of lost mail. Also guys in yellow who, like, do weird shows of salutes and stuff. I need to get over there. I am over here. Here is not there, so I am going there from here. Look at me go! Vroom vroom. Oh. No, I cannot switch while on. Mount. I hold drumstick away! Into the hole! No, I didn't. Damn you invisible walls, always keeping me from falling down a hole and probably dying to fall damage. Take the long way around. Can't catch me, I'm riding a giant chicken. Well, that's neat. Got the medieval automatic doors right there. And some stagnant water right here. Hold your hand out and you'll get a big treat. Actually, I have no idea why you need to actually stand at the door and hold your hand out to unlock it. It seems weird. Now, back to a black mage. Because I would very much not like to wind up being completely useless because I don't know how to be a good healer. I think I have some gear here that's actually better than what I had before. Equip all that good gear. This is better than that. See if I can remember all my abilities. Fire 3 is the more damaging version of Fire 1. Fire 2 is range. Same thing with these. Freeze just freezes a guy, I think. Yeah. Actually, that's better than freezes a guy briefly. Swift cast. Okay. Now, the waiting game. Mana sure does drain quick, though. Go, drumstick. Show him who's boss. You're the boss. Annoying status effect. Highly annoying. 0 out of 10 stars. My little icon has changed. Used to be a little leaf, and now it is... can't actually tell what it's supposed to be anymore. I'm sure that means something to someone who actually knows what they're doing. Not me, though. Oh no! Drumstick is paralyzed. He can't do the funky chicken if he's paralyzed. Of course, he is a funky chicken, so... what does that mean? No, I don't want that. I want... that one. A crapload of experience is what he needs. Thinking I should be able to use that from without having to set that, right? Pain in the ass if you actually had to set in your hotbar to use it. He's a little bit too eager to move it to reassign to somewhere rather than just to click it. A little bit unnecessarily hard to click from your inventory. It's the menu. Ah! All of your attacks are foiled by my ability to step backwards. Frozen, you still loses it through. Looks like some kind of elevator, but I cannot use it. However, aha! I can get on this thing. But I don't think I can get over that spike. Yep. No. Yep. No. Too much invisible wall. Can't make it. That's a lot of invisible wall around that. I'm running into it right now. I don't think they want guests in that door. Also, the door is actually modeled. Would have been easier to stick a texture on there. So, who's doing the gardening in this most likely abandoned manor with the crazy lady who's murdering people? there like a gardener here? The job description includes okay with crazy murderous homeowner. Appears to be a waste of my time, so I am going to go find a fate to participate in. I will choose my own fate. Thank you very much. Huh. I feel like I know these guys. I wonder from where. Vaguely familiar. Can't quite remember from where I would know something like this, though. Commence! Do it! Do it! Come on, drumstick! Let us run there before the instance automatically takes us there. Oh yes. Creepy music. Organ. Creepy organ music. Dark hallways. Bats. I like this dungeon already. I just need to find a Dracula or something, and we'll be good. Away we go. Not an auspicious start. past that door. We're gonna go in that door. Where are we going? Apparently we're going in here. You know what? Always go wherever the tank goes. Sure, I'll follow you. Oh, it's... Don't run in front of the tank. That's just asking for trouble. I shall follow you to the ends of the earth. Or at least the ends of the dungeon. Don't all push it open at once. Oh, don't. No, don't attack her from the tank. That's just bad. Nobody wants that. Go, go, go. Run, run, run. Oh, man. Shrooms. Bad shrooms. Walked too far in the other direction. Now we're all dead. Decent. Yeah. Doing that too. Straightforward, though. Straightforward. Nothing special. Another succubus down. So out we go. Ivory. What makes a door out of ivory? Can it just immediately, like, snap apart? They said not to be healer for this, because undoubtedly would have died horribly. Taking everyone with me. Not there. Good place to start with that. Don't let the tank die. It's back open. Oh. Snuck up on me. Probably unfairly awarded. not is there to be rewarded for anything I can do. Crawling through a dark, scary basement with lots of skeletons and bats and such. Over the wall, apparently. I can dig it. Okay, I can do that. All right. Bloody parchment. I'm sure that'll be useful. I can do that. You feel a pulling sensation. My ability to understand simple directions will be the key to their defeat. I could use Fire 3, but I can't. Yes, a squeaking sound. A squeaking sound is a sound that that thing makes. That lady's not wearing pants! It's completely indecent. She's got a great sense of humor, though. Look at those beautiful eyes. Lamps. Huh. Left side. Got a plan. I'm gonna do this thing. Works for me. Probably best to rely on me for, you know, anything. Did we win? Ah, I should have done more emotes. Lots and lots of emotes. This darkness has taken root within these halls. Sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. Ah, it's just these jokers. I thought you were like creepy evil ghosts or something. I mean, we had clearly a vampire lady. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal that can acquire 1 crystal of light, much less 3. Pretty soon you'll collect the whole set, and once you have the whole set, well then, you'll be a collecting master. Crystals make you strong, and it is that strength that the light is drawn. Yes, to that strength the light is drawn. I can speak English good. Heidel chose well. Pity, such a pity. That your existence is irreparable, it cannot fit with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue in your current course. I'll harm you. Alas, we came here not to play, but to take a measure of your strength for Master Lahabra. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Our return spell is evil and black. Ha 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 ha. Fare you well, bringer of light. Meanwhile, I didn't actually go anywhere. They're just hiding behind like a chair somewhere. Is she gone yet? Back to being a white mage. Actually... that's an all classes robe, so I don't know why I couldn't use that as a black mage. I guess I didn't look at it. Okay, map, where do I need to go? I need to go back home. But unfortunately, I used my back home button in the dungeon. And I am 2 minutes away from being able to use it again. So I shall walk right through that door. Walk right on out that door. Level 37 black mage. Once you go black, you become a mage. I understand they want to put this gate here so that low-level characters don't wander out into the level 30 area and get slaughtered, but still annoying to have to talk to a guy to get to the door. There aren't any waypoints closer than this. Only the nose knows. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amelia? Just tell me all. So, she went so far as to consort with devils. She became a bride of Satan. Would that I could have done more to prevent her to fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are in the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe that they brought upon others. Murder the shit out of them. But who am I to speak to punishment? By my silence, I allowed I not know how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, though misplaced loyalty cowardice or both. I am abettor to gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. Only pray the gods have mercy on my soul. I'll go turn myself in later, much later. I'm real busy here right now. Probably gonna be busy all week, but eventually I'll go turn myself in. I swear. Yeah. Cheaper to get to Dry Bones than anywhere else. Man, that's expensive. You're not logged in with a security token. I had a wonderful incident with the security tokens. It's great when you know your security authorization application just totally hiccups and completely deletes all of your information. Especially when you can't remove said information without contacting customer support unless you have a special code that you just happen to not write down. Or, you know, in my case, write down somewhere and then lose. So it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact that just one day up and the security code's gone. That's a terrible, horrible flaw of your single function app when it can't even do, you know, maintain information. Super important information. But perhaps I shall update it and make it not to suck. What is that? Is my 8th shift or my 9th shift? I've been here so long, it feels like I've been programmed to only stand in this one spot. Oh, you're back. Don't you knock? Ah. Welcome back, Sheila. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fare you on your sojourn to the 12 Woods? Well, there was a bunch of refugees and creepy cults and some people who got their face ripped off, quite literally, and evil, maybe undead vampire lady? 2 of Lahabra's minions? Yeah, that was the important part. The masked men, not like the creepy mansion and like the horrible spirits. And they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then. The Askians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet, I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Without you, we'd be totally blind in the darkness. Wait, that kind of makes sense. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against these threats unaided. We must needs the 3 nations of... We must needs alert the 3 nations to the presence of these elusive enemies, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. Give sanctions a chance! There is no shortage of misery in the world where the Askians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet, come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. Yep, sure, okay. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. I have arbitrarily decided this plot point is not relevant anymore. Put it on the back burner. Another matter has arisen that requires our attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. Aren't they kind of busy and like, you know, can't just come with the drop of a hat when you decide that I need to be here and, oh, wait, you stopped talking, okay. Skeletons? Skeletons are tons of fun. This is, I think, slightly better. Also, how does my one earring become two? I guess they're a matched set from the description. Melfina is waiting to brief you on your fellow Scions on a new deployment. This wonderful quest. Listen to a briefing.
The Maelstrom requests our
voice
assistance.
Acting. I'm scared. I'm scared by the voice acting. It's been gone for so long. It can't be real. Is it just an illusion?
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
Like?
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan.
It's one of those sentences where you're like, a tribe of kobolds, really? Kobolds? Has reawakened Titan. Oh my gosh!
Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor.
I like how they're all so frightened that their voice actors can't even, you know, like put in a line. Like, there's no gasps, There's no sudden shock or anything. It's just with like nothing.
They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation.
There was flotsam everywhere.
There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvib hired able to fend them off.
Melbird? What name possibly has a W, Y, and a B in a row? What's...
Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
They respawned, and then they killed. If we kill them again, they'll just keep respawning.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point.
We shall not share that story right now. It is not
So
important.
long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
We must kill everyone.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since.
Except for the fact that they managed to summon this thing, and only now we're hearing about it.
Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Or at foot, depending upon your biology.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan.
Well, you know his name.
Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Not even in Crystal.
Expect the worst.
Expect the worst, hope for the best.
The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched.
How many ships do they have in their armada? I mean, they're pirates. Must have been a lot of cannons. I mean, you get enough cannonball fire, you can kill
A
anything.
pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome.
Those dirty rats.
The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you.
Well, I'm a caster, so I don't actually have any steel.
No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
Except for you already accepted the quest, so you can't decline.
So you will accept?
No, I just said no. Didn't you understand?
Thank you.
That was a great line.
We can't very well send her to Limsa Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
Y'shtola. The Roshan.
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory.
And by no effort, I mean we'll spare one person to assist you.
You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Then why'd you only ask one of them?
And all not afield will aid the fight from afar.
By sending you good thoughts and not actually doing anything.
Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support.
And if they refuse, murder them all. It's the only way.
Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would.
Tell them that I require many, many delicious cakes.
Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be.
Let's see, his name's Titan, he's big, and he was summoned by kobolds. That's all we know. Thumbs
You will
up,
be
but
apprised
no
of the
voice.
tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward.
How? If we're wanting at maximum speed to get there, then how do you send a message there before we reach there?
Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
And not the darkness of the matte finish. Meanwhile, my character's just sitting around. What? Everyone leave? Skeletons of fun. Stuhl. No preparation. Should look forward to your triumphant return. Or possibly your triumphant funeral. Either way. I am going to Lompsa Limpsa. Could have gotten there for cheaper by teleporting back to my home spot, then using a air teleport or airship to get over here. But hindsight is 20/20. I think something important just happened before I talked to the person. Hail, adventurer, and welcome to Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know more about enlisting, speak with the personnel officer. It's not as if I'm famous and everybody's trying to recruit me earlier. No. Nobody recognizes me. Actually, I'm in a different grand company, so... Like, do they have any way of knowing that I'm already in a different grand company? Like, can I join all three without them noticing? Unless you are the guest we were told to expect. I recognize you from sight. Yeah, you don't hurt me. It is as we were told, the antecedent, the kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from their blah blah blah. Because we confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals! Water for their felled primal. She is tall. Like, really tall. Thank you, Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, you. On behalf of Limsa Lominsa, I thank you of the heat of our call. Give the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Sheila personally. You know, I've met you before. You're no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sagan and the kobolds plagued our people. Just a primal threat. Past when Titan rose up to threaten the peace, it was the company of heroes who turned. But they are long since disbanded. And we must look to other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we turn now to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're alright. The situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. No, those little guys, they're just the picture of, rationality. They're not the Thalocracy. Make a pact with the beastmen that each would keep to their own lands, that no blood would be shed. That was not the Lominsa who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot. Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day reap what she has sown. advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Yashtoil. Settle down, High Command. She was right of it. We totally violated their agreement, and we murdered them all, and we're not sorry for it, because we're pirates. The wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? That's samurais, not pirates. Pirates go R. Samurai go bonsai. Maybe. I don't know. My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa Lumpsum citizenry are, of course, of paramount concern. Already we have observed disruptions in the flow of aether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I don't know what those effects would be, though. As much of you I know, but the need is great. Can I count on your help? Sure. My character just bobs her head and agrees to everything. Yeah, my thanks along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. Tidings of great joy. Also, there is lots of cat girls around. The Cobalt Summon Titans demonstrates that they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict. Before we meet Titan in the field, however, it would be wise to learn all that we can about our foe, and I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. The Company of Heroes. The Company of Heroes may be more, but several of their former members still live. Luckily, we can actually remember their faces, unlike the legendary heroes who saved the world. I mean, who remembers them? So that one of them is employed by the Grey Fleet Mills and Lower Lanush. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I do not know. Maybe because he wants a simple, quiet life? Who knows? When you find him, perhaps you could ask him for me. I, meanwhile, shall seek his fellows. In bed. Ooh. So, huh. What's the most direct way of getting there? Go out the door. And then run. Seems pretty straightforward. The aft castle. What do you do when we're done with the first castle? Get the aft castle. Your aft or my aft? Your aft is class. Little ladybugs. My majestic, cloppy-hoofed unicorn. We ride. Somebody's following me with coconuts. Ow. Just little onion heads? Weird. I know that guy. I was in a dungeon with him not too long ago. Oh yeah. That's totally a farmer's getup right there. The heavy armor. But you see, it's got a leopard print on it, therefore it's totally, you know, farmer's gear. Or miller's gear, I guess. Lay down your burden, son, come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time, find ye a lass or three. You wanna say something, adventurer? Or are you just staring? Eh? I don't know about the company of heroes. Ah, hells. Prince of Bleeding Fame. Can't a miller mill in peace no more? Still, seems you come all this way, I suppose. Wouldn't hurt to oblige ye. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Themkin was a company best axeman. That's right, I was in the Axemen. Now, what do you want to know? Is the quest done yet? Yes, the quest be done. Now get away. Nom 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 nom. Let me tell you about the glory days. Aye. Ha ha ha. So you want to hear the tale of how the company of heroes bested a primal, do ye? Let me guess. You mean that bastard Titus, eh? Oh, if only you'd been there to see it. It was a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Man and the boy, me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. He was this big. The ground trembled with every step Titus took, and when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to your gut. Ugh, just like that. Oh, what's that look for? I'm a goddamn hero. I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. They tell me you own... Don't tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we use to beat old Titus. Oh, too bad. Because I'm not feeling charitable. You're so damn desperate. Why don't you go do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest in the windmill for just south of here. I do that, then we'll talk. Oh, you don't want to hear my stupid stories, do you? Well, go kill 10 wolves. Okay. Come on, drumstick. Rat King is. But since a Rat King is far more horrifying than that, I'm okay with that. Rat King is, don't ever look it up. It's terrifying. Incredibly terrifying. Eh? The beasts are dead, are they? Nice work, adventurer. Saved me a lot of hassle of, never mind. Let me tell you stories about the one time I had to kill 10 rats. Huge rats they were, with fangs as sharp as daggers and... Oh, wait, you don't believe me now. But you're asking about how we beat Titus. Oh, I don't know, adventurer. It was a pretty risky strategy, kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, I truly do, but I'm really busy doing nothing. But unless you prove you have it in you to take the face that rat fat bastard, I can't in good conscience tell you the damn thing. At the very least, you'd be capable of slaying, say, a gooblu. Yeah, a gooblu, they're totally a real thing. Come to think of it, ain't a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the flower meal tier, so you ought to have no trouble finding one in the vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking you to cut down. I ain't asking you to cut one down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Got claws in my knuckles, you see. Any road, why don't you try heading due west and stand on the lookout in case a blue glob comes by. Slay it and I can start telling you about old times. I'm not buying it. He's just sending me to do menial tasks because he doesn't want to tell me. Oh yeah, you gotta prove how tough you are. Taking my laundry to the laundromat. Oh yeah, I'll show you're tough. Can't tell you to do that. Let's see here. Overturned carts, smashed stuff. Yeah, it's totally gonna be an ambush. My chicken does more damage than I do. Disappointing. Well, that was fairly pointless. Eh, you again. And the Gooblu was when Hassan Miller is dead? Good! I could have done it myself, but I only need you to help out. I don't think you had an inventor. Still, it took forever and a day to get that job done. I mean, like a whole 2 minutes. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secret. But if you were to take another me laundry to the laundromat, and I think that would prove your hero-ness, yes. Yeah. Company's Heroes is the most celebrated mercenary band in the history of Erosia, except for those ancient legendary heroes of warriors of light who saved the world. Even so, I must admit, I have never before met one of their numbers face to face. Imagine that a warrior who had toppled both Titan and Leviathan would seek to bask in a lifetime of fame and glory. He seems to have settled in a Place distinctly bereft of adorned brows. I claim this bed in the name of me. Okay, kid. Actually, probably not a kid. Considering my character's full grown and she looks like a kid. So, as I was saying, still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew, uh-oh. Traction? You in here drinking again? If you are, a gooblet had better be dead. It's dead, Chief. You have my word on that. Cleaved to be skull in two with my trusty axe, I did. Mm-hmm. Did myself. Is that a fact? And, what would your friend here have to say if you asked her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Tell me the truth. Was it Tracrion with the Lagooblood, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Traction, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. Legendary mercenary who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? What the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream. If you're a slew Titan, you bloody halfwit. You see, Titus was more annoying. He was a protagonist of Final Fantasy X. No one liked him. The biggest load of shenanigans shite I've ever heard. Both of you, outside. Learn the truth of lumps away. Teshion, you didn't slay that Gooblood. You may consider your contract revoked. Look at my stunned expression. Oh man, it was so surprising I sat up for a second, but only 1 second. True heroes sit the whole time. Destroy the large boulder. First one to smash their boulder, Judge. Think of trying to kill me. That's cheating. Pick those boulders? That's what I'm gonna like. I shall smash this rock using the power of my own rock. Even as a slow-ass healer, I'm still faster than you, dick. Dude. Not cool, man. Think about that. Some dirty tricks like paralysis. Oh yeah, paralyzing against the rules. No. I don't think I'm gonna beat that in 15 seconds. Maybe I will. The arms! Bleeding arms! Dude, if you get bested by a white mage, you're just sad. Sad. I get beaten by a wee lass of a stick. Oh, it's so humiliating. Alright, I admit it. I lied about the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering Tetron. Guys, I should have known. Mercy, please! I don't want to deceive you, I swear. I keep getting turned away by the folks I asked to work at. I panicked. See, last job I had was supposed to go as there was this grizzled marauder everywhere, treated like loyalty. I heard he was captain of the company of heroes. I finally understood why. I've been serious when I said I was one of them, but he wouldn't believe me, so look, his name is Whiska, alright? Iska. He'll tell you what you want to defeat Titus, or whatever the hell his name was. That's what he wanted, ain't it? So come on then. Tell the chief you can free me. It's only fair. Yeah. Oh, I've never been that way. Look! It's someplace new. What's this? What's this? I need to kill me one of them. For science, you see. Just throw a fish in. He did throw a fish at me. Didn't expect him to lose his lunch over trying to beat me. Bosom buddies. I don't know. Gum drumstick, be right. Well, it's a lighthouse, that is. I am interface! Nice tropical music going on. Venture Guild, blah blah blah, station home as a job match capable adventurers to local tasks. I'd start loading your dangerous fairy look immediately, but I'm required to assess your suitability of handling sort of threats you might encounter. Take a good idea. Well, I'm certain I'm already aware of this, but you're likely encountered hostile creatures in the area. Be sure that you're properly armored for it. Rest of the task. Because you can accept the task at any level, but you can only turn it in when you're at the proper level, because of poor design. Aha! You look like a bristled veteran. Pardon? We should say the Lord of Crags. Lord of Crangs. I don't know the Lord of Crangs. Must land, Captain. The people of Lumps and Limps are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes, then. Just like in the tales. You're so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. My associates here have bathed in Ifrit's fire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from the primal influence. Thus was she used to lay low the Lord of Inferno. We know full of the risks and have taken upon every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge of how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. Woman who can't be tempered? Useless. But it will not be enough. It's true that a company of heroes fought and felled primals. Each victory was brought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end. But he took from us our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe you'll succeed. Believe that you will. You must believe what you will. We mean to try. Though our lives we forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa on the wrath of Titan. You're passionate, I grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you. But they will not send you into Ogamo on a whim. To be plain, I wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurances that you are more than common adventurers. I oversee security for Master something estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your ability by attending one of our... Ye gods, man! Have you heard nothing that I said? We have not the time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at our gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find your own way to Ogramo. And he's got us over a barrel. It pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce to the man's demands. We have to do more side quests. Endless side quests. Much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see if to the remaining preparations. I'm gonna go eat grapes over there. You go do all the heavy lifting. Leaving the dirty work to others, are ye? Ha ha ha, very well. Pray to whatever the good captain bids. However trifling. Remember, the fate of Loma Limsa hangs in the balance. Everyone's fate depends upon you slaying 10 wolves. Do it. Master Renton requests can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to a true task, I would like to verify that you will be wasting my time. A Nyx has recently been seen prowling the beach to the east. As you can imagine, my master does not want large, slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. Small, slimy creatures, though, they're fine. The beast is cunning. We should have no difficulty in luring it out with herring. A red herring, by the way. Just like this whole quest, a big red herring. Slay the Nyx and return to me. Oh, and don't forget me to bring a leg as proof of the good. Why a leg? I'd like to get a leg up on the competition. Ah, that'd be a little sea joke. Last evening on his nightly walk through the jungle. What jungle? The beach. Assaulted by a beetle who shrewdly maneuvered himself directly under my lord's bare feet. He stepped down in the sand. Needless to say, the master was fractured and has since ordered the slaying of every creature in the area so that no other might experience suffering that he did. Yes, that beetle that he stepped on hurt his foot so bad he's just helping everyone else by killing all the beetles. tourists how to carry out the order, and as always, money is no objective. Slay all beetles. That is a big damn beetle. Was not expecting that. Told me he stepped on a tiny beetle, a giant crab. Yes, my giant chicken does more damage than I do. That one cares. Area secure. Moving on to the next area. Unsettling presence. The unsettling presence of a big ox elephant thing? It is an unsightly button. Bloodshore eyesore. Imagine if you got that jellyfish in your eye, it would be an awfully big eyesore. Secure that location. Maggot. So I expected you to manage a task without too much difficulty. Don't forget to collect your reward. See? I knew that trial was a waste of time. Plenty of other tasks that a hardy soldier to yourself should have a little trouble with. Hosted El Cell welcomes your continued cooperation. But first, I need to ride a unicorn. I don't know why I need to ride a unicorn, and yet riding a unicorn always seems like the best option. The door is locked. A long, long way around. Blood on the shore. Majestic unicorns! Majestically falling and taking fall damage. Majestic fall damage. It was not, in fact, a red herring. Kind of disappointed. And now hide in the bushes, like a creeper. Why would that giant toad be interested in that little fish? Also, I just chopped off his leg, which is in fact bigger than my entire character. Yeah, I'm sure I'll just shove that right in my pants and it'll work out good. Also, I can swim. But I don't think I can dive. Probably no underwater combat in this game. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Oh, yeah. Lest you think we be overly cautious for testing you in this way, you should know that we had an innocent incident not long ago. Foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. Claimed to have served in the Grand Company of Heroes, but I knew the fact he was not. Anyways, now that the pointless busy work is finished, no, it's not. I shall give you a challenge as befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future. Master Guringungu wishes to welcome you with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everyone Master Gurukuju desires can be so easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast in Zoshila. Your mission is to seek out and obtain the rare ingredients for our chef requires. It will be a long and arduous journey, a mighty journey to acquire mighty ingredients for a mighty feast. But you may not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you on this task. Cue the epic journey music. You must retrieve the finest of all cheeses and the tastiest of all steaks. The first ingredients, we shall travel to the South Shroud and speak with Langdad at Camp Tranquil. What? You mean to tell me that you cannot afford to waste time as your associate did? Adventurer, if you're not wasting time, you ain't doing it right. If you have not the endurance to complete this mission, how do you expect me to believe that you will outlast the Lord of Crags? Either do it or don't. We got work to do. Real busy standing here doing nothing. Literally, he's just kind of arms akimbo, looking around, looking like, yep, real busy here. Couldn't possibly do nothing else. Recure. Grants a 15% chance after cure. The MP cost your next cure will be 0. That's super neat, I guess. Yep, real busy here. So much work to do. Couldn't possibly not do work. Yep, busy, 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 busy. Off with you now. Real busy. Can you see I'm busy? Busy, busy, busy. Gum drumstick. We have much work to do. But not in that direction. No drumstick, no, it's the wrong way! Into the darkness. Interesting that I'm finding level 36 dudes, even though it's level 30. 38 dudes, even though it's a level 30 quest. Oh, those are some pity flowers and some horrible, horrible poison-breathing abominations. So there was a teleport, like, right next to this. Are you my mummy? Do you require system adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. Been expecting you. The ingredients you seek is an egg of a giant adamantorzy. The method of acquiring should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in the attempt. Horribly, slowly, and in the gut of a giant turtle. It's quite awful. Will I help you get it? You amuse me. No, I am only level 3. I want to jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. From me, you will receive only information. What you do with it is your choice. The penitent man kneels! Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Let me be clear. This business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. Not even the cat girl sitting next to me can know. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It's the army. It's the motto of the army, you know. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Redanians are, by and large, unforgiving lots. Doth here being a rare exception. She appears to be a mute, and thus cannot tell anybody about my secrets. But look how upset she is. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen, with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I do so dearly miss. Especially gambling on the whores while drunk. So understand that if you ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heaven's pillar. Sound about right? Now then, where were we? Yes, the egg. First thing we must do is deal with sentries patrolling the Admantorsi breeding grounds. Poaching is illegal in Gridania, in case you weren't aware. I poach all the damn time, but that's me, going badass. Shame we are so few whalers to spare, especially with brownie bushes almost in season. Matron forfeit if allergic flies claim the crop before we receive additional sentries. Aye, we will also soon need barrows of string brew to weaken and ward off pests. And if any of the Vilekin were found near the shrooms before we take further measures, we'd be forced to shift our patrols immediately. You will, of course, notify me if you encounter any Adjiger flags in the vicinity of the lower paths, yes. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. We'll always have old Dan. Your Captain Riva brought you with many tales of his youth. Much has been seen and known, having journeyed through Erosia with naught but his wits. I'm a child of 12 words, a whaler through and through. Neither have I cast a shadow that was not forgiven by the sun. I travel I would, if only in my mind, if only in my dreams. They say an olden trader is nearby to south. Will you find me a thing from the city strange and great? I have duties or else I would go. You'll find. Approach the enemy's breeding grounds, and you must first deal with the woodwheel sentries. The measles from the allergic one is spotted festering on the brownie bush. He would be forced to send sentry in the garden. Surreptitiously hand you a bottle of string glue, and we can flies and counter them. Okay. Ah, there is a tiny red circle. Sense danger. Danger, Robinson. Forever, isn't it? What? Drumstick died? Possible! Places to be, things to see, guys to kill, you know, stuff like that. Huh. It would appear that the mission entirely takes place over here. Don't move, the enemy's found. Drumstick is not very tough. That's for dang sure. Not that, ma'am. Yeah, that's what I call a close call. Good for nothing. Guard of mine saw those new cell swords. Swear those new cell swords are more cell scabbards. Here. They take this to your trouble, the more precious of my wares. Hold that incense. Incense. Did you find something? Look to the 12 that it transported means the captain's tails do. That scent. It swims. See markets in the Colosseum. Your numbers even. And I can't. I don't know what that word means. Strolling. What smells that inflame my imagination and possibly my sinuses. Thank you, adventurer. You have more than earned this. This year's crop of bounty bushes comes late. Why, is that a brownie bush? You say you slew a whole swarm of Valangig flies. Matron's teats. Yeah, swear by the matron's breasts. We cannot wait for reinforcements. We must do something. We're gonna be super busy killing these things. You go out and do whatever you want to do. I'm in full attention. I thank you for bringing it to my attention, adventurer. Very surreptitiously. I may upon your kindness further, I would ask you to inform my subordinates of this dire development. At the rear is currently standing guard at Rookstale. Inform each men that they are proceed to the lower path and search for allergenic fly swarms until further notice. This is the most elaborate way of sending your men on a wild goose chase that I've ever seen. Flies? Or bats? Mustn't delay. Thank you for relaying Captain's orders, adventurer. I'm off! Meanwhile, the other sentry is just like, what? No, I'm not leaving. What's that? If in search of the lower path for flies. I know we haven't had to deal with poachers recently, but I cannot help but worry that they might strike in our absence. But an order's an order. Bye! Is it from the captain? Damn, those vile kin are in danger of travels on the road. I will depart immediately. Now, I have a question to ask. What if I was lying? How would they know? Also, how do they deliver messages when there's no random adventurer around to deliver messages for them? This seems like a terrible system. Take it to your informant, then. Excellent work. However, I cannot keep the rosters distracted for too long. If you wish to pillage the hen house, you must do it so now. It's real busy. You got to keep moving. It's going to be done right now. But also, keep talking to me. Now, what are you waiting for? Perfectly good. Adamantor's egg in the nest to the east of here, just right for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. Your mother never strays far from her child, and you will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Sheila. You do not need a challenge, Titan. Abandon your quest. Your corpse will rot in the swamp. Thanks for the encouragement, you douche. I believe you can fly. That is a big turtle. Wait. Yep. And now I'm a poacher. Fantastic. Gotta click this one specific pixel. And now I have to walk back to him to tell him that I have illegally claimed the egg and turn myself in. Wait, no, it's just because it's dumb how the quest is structured. Thought you might have the good sense to leave this place. By your continued presence, I take it you intend to persevere to the bitter end? Why am I giving him this egg? Went through all this trouble to get it, and I'm just gonna be like, yep, there you go. I'm turning myself in. Aha! Such bravery, such recklessness. That will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. I totally won't eat it for myself and then pretend you're never here. You should make haste to sail with the Southern Thalion. In Forgotten Springs you will find a man named Udo No, and he will be your next guide. Safe travels. It's all part of like an elaborate wax-on, wax-off type training technique. Hey there. State your business, adventurer. This one was attend me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you, and until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Rawr. These are some very good pants. Hey, look, level 31. Attempting to ignore me and failing. Persistent bugger. Very well. Let's have a look at you. Shorts, white mage, stupid looking. Seen your share of battles, there's no mistake of that. And you did manage to obtain that that turtle egg. However, there was not more than a display of brute force and blind courage. The Nuh I once fought also believed that his strength would save him. He was wrong. Now I am Nuh. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills. Instead of challenging my predecessors before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. This is why I claimed my position, and it is my skill, and it is why I still hold it, and it is why I will not help to an unproven whelp. The children of the sand do not offer aid to strangers. To do so is a sign of weakness. However, if you were recognized as a skilled hunter in my own right, I would be permissible to assist you. Child who wishes to become hunter must collect the blood of 7 sandrakes. You are not a child, so you may find this to be an easy. Blah, blah, blah. I will consider your requests once the blood is bottom. Blah, blah, blah. Go kill 10 wolves. Make sure that they're big wolves, otherwise they don't count. I suddenly have a sudden fear of giant sandworms. I don't know why. Oh, look, there's one. I need you to go out into the middle of nowhere and kill 10 wolves. Then collect their wolfy pelts to prove that you killed the 10 wolves. Oh yeah, it's real easy to kill giant friggin' sand dragons. So how do you know that I collected blood from 7 of them? Am I like draining all of the blood from 7 of them? How do you know I didn't just collect a whole bunch of blood from one of them? This thing's poorly thought out. Also, these sand drakes are much higher level than the quest I'm given to go hunt them. This is a very poorly planned sequence of events. Like how poorly planned that Swiftcast was. Kill those dragons. Good, good. Blah, bring me the blood, nothing to discuss. Here. Here's your blood. Hunter of beasts. It's not really true. Titan is no mere beast. You mean to hunt a god, you must prove much more to me. A velvety, velvety robe. Ooh, and it's blue. Very nice. The most dangerous of game. Man. Hunting a beast is simply a fare you merely stalk, pursue, and slay. Hunting a beast, man. I was right without even knowing it. However, is a far more complex endeavor. Across the desert to the east, sides of my man, there dwell a warrior renowned for both of his strength and his guile. To even face this Amaja in battle, you must first find a way to lure him away from his encampment. This will be your test. To draw out and defeat the veteran. For this I will offer you no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? You saw that really yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me his necklace. Go right back to where I started. Thanks for deliberately wasting my time. Arabian nights, like Arabian days, more often than not, are hotter than hot, lots of good ways. Arabian nights. Stop singing. Hello? Mr. Veteran? Are you here? Okay, I need to hide behind some rocks. This ruse always works. Put out some bait, hide behind some rocks, they'll show up. That was a devastating move. Back on my giant chicken and ride all the way back. This is an excellent use of my life right here. This is what I always wanted to do. Not a deliberate waste of my time at all. Perfectly reasonable. So the fire sprite is in a completely different shape from the wind sprite. I like that. They didn't just reuse the model. Looks like there's a fight going on right now. Get him, drumstick, get him! You see the giant worm out front that we killed? No? So our old nemesis dead. Yes, he is. Fusion of teeth, bone, and claws, strung into a piece of leather, supposedly from the pattern of which items are ordered. It's a fine necklace has befit a veteran of countless battles. Will make an excellent trophy. Spear belongs to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied from afar, he would be unable to resist adventuring outside the camp and seeing hers. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Dumb luck, I had no idea. Either way, you impress me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredients you seek. Now we finally come to why I came here in the first place. A shame we did not meet when I was still with the company of heroes. Would have made a fine recruit. But no point dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither and bizarre across the desert, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds the mad, so his meat is highly prized as a delicacy. The way to catch a crow is to entice it with something it cannot resist. Swarms prey upon smaller creatures in the Singuli, freshly slaughter angler, blah blah blah. I think there's to the east. It'll mark upon your map along the location when perfectly sighted. Warned the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. Your skills are lacking, will value as well. At least it's a slightly different spot in the middle of nowhere. You have to go through a series of 3 quests to find out what ingredient you're seeking, and then you have to prepare to get the ingredient, and then you have to get the ingredient, and then you have to turn in the ingredient. Maybe. Walk over this dune. I'm sure this will end up well. What could possibly go wrong? Once again, put the bait, hide behind a rock, works every time. Ah, I'm blind. So now I have a lovely meal made of worm meat. Nowhere in the face of any multiverse is worm meat considered delicacy. We even navigate. It's so easy to sneak into the water and stagnant. This is dumb. What's your quarry then? Yes, I have a block of worm meat. Your skill as a hunter rivals those of our best. I applaud your success. Your hunters must not be very hard. Must not have to work very hard at their job. People need to be heavily smoked before I can ship it to Wesker. Worry not. You have my word that we will receive it in time for the banquet. Or maybe we'll eat it ourselves. It is quite rare. You must be eager to obtain the 3rd ingredient. I'm ready to say that I know not of its location. For the nonce, we should return to Coastal del Sol and seek Wesker's counsel. Ah, but hold a minute. Since you'll be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like to deliver to him for me. What could it be? Oh, I'm looking more blue now. I like it. Captain has always been fond of brandy wine. Would be grateful if you could deliver it to him on my behalf. I was a reckless, angry youth when I first joined the company. It's been a long time ago. He had been well within his rights to cast me out. Everything I have I owe to this was wisdom and generosity. I was a firm, fair teacher. Give my regards to Brandy. Enough this pussyfooting around. All those side quests, and I feel like I've accomplished nothing. Well, Sheila, I've spoken to you. What brings you here today? Have some brandy. No, I'm not going to share it with you. I'm going to knock you over the head with it for putting me on these useless errands. Ah, my favorite. She'll have my thanks of none personally. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, he spat in it. Just as I would expect. I have but one ingredient left. Fortunately, you will not have to travel to Alderney this time to obtain it. I have it right in my back pocket. I was taunting you with it. Mwah! I'd like to tell you about the final ingredient. Truth be told, I never intended you to collect this last ingredients. Ray Phlox, my last quartermaster, wished to bring it to Costa del Sol himself. However, not long ago, she sent word that there has been some trouble at Longstop. And the delivery there would be delayed indefinitely. She told me nothing of the incident itself, but I fear the situation to be dire. I may like nothing more than to aid her myself. I have no choice but to turn to you and your allies. Make haste to the Hidden Falls dock and speak to Old Naz. He will direct you to Raincatcher Gully, where Blayflax and her people have made their home. Oh, there's another crystal to it, 2 and 2. I'm not going to be able to get up there, aren't I? Blood on the shore. That is quite the large buffalo, I have to admit. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. Hey there. What's the hurry, adventurer? Hey, something happened over to the Gobi settlement? I don't know why you're so eager to have a bunch of beastmen, but go talk to the skipper over yonder. She'll ferry you to Raincliff's Gully. Oi. You're going to Raincliff's Gully? You coming along? I don't know, a whole 40 gil. Money. On the other side of the map. Before I go anywhere, crystal to attune to. Another chocobo keeper. I gotta get me one of those masks. Hello there. I'm going to entice you with the prospect of Uldan witches. Fancy yourself a romantic friend, but you ought to find yourself gazing off into the horizon. You're in travel in search of stored relics left behind by the heroes of yore? Yes, you say? Then I do have a proposal for you. I was accosted the other day by a sobbing drunkard. Bear with me now, I assure you this gets better. Who must eagerly regaled me, for what I could gather amidst slurred speeches and copious amounts of spittle, that is, with a tale of treasure map he had stumbled upon in his travels. Don't recall the particulars. I was emptying my innards of some foul swill at the time, you see. It was very regally, though. But it sounds rather convincing to my ale-addled brain. What I can do remember is that my fellow mentioned striking out at first light for Raincatcher Gully to visit a miner friend. I'm not sure whether he meant someone who mines or someone who's young. Showed you a prospect of hunting for hidden riches. Set your heart aflutter. I reckon you ought to find it. Blah, 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 blah. Treasure! It doesn't look like any raptor I've ever seen. It's a water spittle. Tarnation, you get up. Attune! 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 Actually. Achievements, blah, 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 blah. Exploration. Outer and middle. So there's outer, and then middle I just haven't ever had the need to step foot in, apparently, because it's nothing special. However, I will seek to attempt to explore the final frontier of this area of the world. The outer reaches. I know there's stock sound effects from somewhere. I wonder where. Can't catch me. I'm riding a giant chicken. But, I cannot ride him down a hole. Too bad. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Everything wants to kill me. Get away. Now I am attuned. Okay, there's that. It's in the same spot. Huh. Oh yeah, he's real distant. Diligent, diligent, diligent. Hidden treasure. Ah, another gill-crazed greenhorn reeling in Elduin's tall tale. Yeah, yes, Elduin. Darwin fool's name. Though mind you, I've not known him for limited consumption, blah, 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 blah. I saw him one the other day. I did clutching some tattered piss-yellow parchment like it was means a solid mithril. "'Tisn't him a ticket to fortune," he burrowed. Not half so elegant, mind ye. Both stumbling out the tavern doors and promptly falling flat in mud. Seen him at myself, you say? Ah, did I ever? But I full shoved it in my face so many times that I swear the mold left a page to take up residence in my nostril. There's a mess of blue and brown spotches that everyone swore was Camp Broad's like the big red X in the southeast. You did not think of going there, did you? Taking my word. You're not aught but a sorry drunkard and a sack of broken dreams. I will do that later. Right now I have a dungeon to get to. Psh! Shook! Tongue flaps of whiskers, the itching ears of bayflux. Uplanders one for tasty flesh grublands, yes? Quartzite of upler digging longstep. Filthy beasts chased Grimlock from homes. Grimflock need goodly uplander give safety to Longstop with much There he is. Who goes there? Wait, don't tell me you come to help old Enderline dig for buried treasure. Well, I'll have you know I'm fairly just fine myself. Just look at that beauty over there. And not that I can blame you for being jealous. I'm vast vicious. Luckily for you, I'm feeling generous today. So here's the deal. Give you the honor of opening my latest discovery. That's right. For one precious moment, you can walk and assist of Edwin's treasure hunter extraordinaire. Go on now. Casket won't bite or nothing. Watch, he'll be a mimic and he'll bite me. It wasn't a mimic, but close enough. Now there's more of them. Won't, but you won't. And now that I've sprung all the traps, the casket is mine. After I spend 20 seconds opening it for some reason. It contains whatever was in the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. You cannot complete this quest until the following conditions are met. Level 36. Well, just so happens that I happen to be level 36 Black Mage. Seven hellish. Where did this nasty buggers come from? I had my trusty pickaxe with me. The skull is clean with it. Where did those things go anyway? Billions of coins. These threadbare represent the contents of the treasure discovery full. A few coins. Open glass scope inside the chimney. A substance gives off a sickling sweet odor. Probably not dangerous. What's this? Look at all Elsa and had the finest herbs hashed off from drowning wench and bug and bear, but he ain't seen nothing like great gobbler's guts. It's a trap, that's what it was. Opening the casket shatters here and bottling. The foul slop poured out. Burns nasty buggers with its stink. So should be more careful. Head over the loot and may open the casket, but 'tis all else was the dirty work. Wait, you gave me everything? What? I got more last time I sold me undergarments for Grogma. Ain't hide nothing from me, eh? Well, it looks like we got no choice. Gonna have to go search bigger and better treasures. The same treasures, of course. I couldn't hold your hand forever, sit back and let all else impart you a proper trove of knowledge and treasure hunting. Firstly, you find yourself a map. When you have a map, you cipher it. That means you look at it nice and good like. And then when you figure it out where his treasure's hiding, you go there to dig it up. Sounds simple enough, you see? I would make it look easy, but I assure you it ain't. Any treasure hunter with sharp eyes and sharper mind. But don't be discouraged. Own your skill like all Elfwine, and the treasure sure to follow. And if you excuse me, your throat's feeling awfully dry, a little parched. Just won't even buy me a swig of the wench's cheapest grog. What's a man to do to drown his sorrows? What an eccentric performance. Using the general action cipher, you can examine a Time War map. Doing so will change it to a key item known as a treasure map, which, true to its name, will reveal the location of a treasure cache of hidden riches. Please note that you only possess one treasure map at any given time. If you wish to decipher another treasure Time War map, you either find the current hidden cache or simply discard the map leading to it. Okay. Don't have enough currency to go up and rank. I am not going to do that dungeon until tomorrow. The day after. We'll get into that. Or someday in the future, at least. Which means that now that I am here in town, I'm getting my rested bonus. It is time once more to say goodbye for the day. Because it has been a long and winding journey collecting ingredients that do not in any way help further my goal, but, you know, this game has a way of weaving around and around and around. So until next time, bye-bye.